Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, turned a small Memphis stage into a cultural revolution. Shelley Duvall, with her quiet intensity, reminded us that imagination can bloom even in the most unexpected places. Burt Bacharach crafted melodies that lingered like sunrise, proving that a single chord can change an entire generation's mood. Brian Wilson's layered harmonies built a sonic playground, showing how relentless curiosity can reshape popular music's very architecture. Bob Saget's quick wit and warm heart turned late-night jokes into a bridge between comedy's past and its hopeful future. Matthew Perry, forever the sarcastic bartender, reminded us that humor can survive even the darkest personal storms. Born to Ann Dunham, a small-town anthropologist, and Barack Obama Sr., a Kenyan economist, Barack Obama entered a world where two cultures converged in a modest Honolulu kitchen. His mother's curiosity about the world sparked evenings of storytelling, while his father's disciplined work ethic taught him the value of perseverance. The young Barack absorbed the quiet confidence of his maternal grandparents, who encouraged his early love of reading, and the steady resolve of his Kenyan relatives, who reminded him that ambition must be rooted in responsibility. A pivotal mentor arrived in the form of his high school civics teacher, Mrs. Miller, who challenged him to question the status quo and introduced him to the power of rhetoric. In a cramped classroom debate, Obama learned that words could dismantle barriers as effectively as any legislation. That lesson echoed years later when he stood before a crowd at the 2004 Democratic National Convention, turning a modest keynote into a defining moment for a generation. College brought another influential figure, Professor David Miller, a political scientist who urged Obama to explore community organizing. In Chicago's South Side, he met community activist Jamie Williams, a tenacious organizer who taught him that lasting change begins at the neighborhood level. Together, they tackled housing discrimination, navigating the fraught politics of public housing contracts and local bureaucracy. The tension with city officials sharpened Obama's diplomatic instincts, forcing him to balance idealism with pragmatic compromise. Among his political rivals, Senator John McCain represented a foil whose steadfast conservatism forced Obama to refine his own policy positions. Their televised debates highlighted a clash of generational visions, McCain's seasoned pragmatism against Obama's hopeful pragmatism. The experience taught Obama the art of framing progressive ideas in language that resonated across the aisle, a skill that later proved crucial during the passage of the Affordable Care Act. Collaboration with future Vice President Joe Biden forged a partnership built on mutual respect and complementary strengths. Biden's seasoned legislative knowledge blended with Obama's fresh perspective, creating a dynamic that enabled the administration to navigate the complex maze of congressional negotiations. Their joint efforts on the stimulus package revealed how personal trust could translate into policy victories, even amid the 2008 financial crisis. Critics from the media, especially the editorial board of the New York Times, tested Obama's resolve. Persistent scrutiny over his healthcare rollout and foreign policy decisions forced him to confront the limits of transparency. In response, he cultivated a disciplined communication strategy, holding daily briefings that turned potential controversy into an opportunity for public engagement. This openness, though occasionally strained, reinforced his reputation as a president who valued accountability. Fans, particularly the surge of young voters energized by his 2008 campaign, provided a cultural pulse that reshaped political participation. Their grassroots mobilization, organized through social media platforms, demonstrated a new model of civic engagement. Obama's willingness to meet with these supporters in informal settings, college campuses, community centers, kept him attuned to emerging concerns, from climate change to student debt, ensuring his agenda remained relevant. Beyond the White House, Obama's relationship with Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai illustrated his commitment to global education. Their joint appearance at the United Nations underscored a shared belief that education is a universal right, and their dialogue highlighted how personal conviction can amplify diplomatic impact. As his second term concluded, the former president faced a new chapter: mentorship. He established the Obama Foundation, a platform designed to empower the next generation of leaders. Working alongside former campaign staffer Michelle Lee, they now support civic innovators worldwide, translating the lessons of his own journey into actionable programs. Today, Barack Obama continues to shape public discourse through podcasts, books, and speaking engagements. He remains a figure who, like the legends who preceded him, bridges past achievements with future possibilities. His story, interwoven with mentors, rivals, collaborators, critics, and supporters, illustrates how a single individual can navigate complex relationships to leave an enduring imprint on both national policy and global consciousness. The narrative of his life is still unfolding, a living testament to the power of hope, anchored in relentless relational work.